My name is Shawn Ostheimer. I'm founder and president of the Answer Company. And I'm really eager and looking forward to sharing with you some of my thoughts on why the Answer Company is a people-first organization and why it really matters, why it matters to our customers, why it matters to employees, and why it matters to our ecosystem. So first, a little bit of context. Like many organizations, in our early years, we didn't necessarily have the formality of having a mission statement, a vision statement, and a value statement. And as we grew, we kind of got this idea that it would be important for us as an organization to really start to articulate these things and put them into words. And so we went through a bit of an exercise as a group and started to try to articulate what we really thought was important to us as a company. And when it came down to really articulating a vision statement, we came up with people first, putting people before technology. And really this has become part of our DNA. It was part of our DNA, but putting it into words has really helped to solidify it as part of that vision statement and something that we can really, as an organization, rally around. So why people first? What does it really mean? Because it means things on many different levels for our people, for our customers, and for the communities in which we live. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about why people first matters to our people. So first, obviously, we know that having happy and healthy employees, they're gonna first of all enjoy working with our customers. They're going to enjoy being part of the Answer Company, and fundamentally putting people first is going to allow us to have people who are going to want to be in this for the long term. And we've also learned having employees who really have expertise, have great understanding of the solutions that we sell, are going to provide our customers with the greatest assistance and help, because they're always able to come to the discussion with context because they have the experience of working with that particular employee, that particular customer. So we know that when our staff are supported through any hurdles, that ultimately they're going to feel like valued members of the team, and that means loyal members of our team. And we know that when staff can engage with our communities, it causes them to embrace something more than just being part of a company. They feel more connected to the company, to their communities, and to the people around them. And these obviously become really critical to our people first vision. As an organization, we put great emphasis on the culture of our teams. We have a social committee that meets on a regular basis and works toward planning events, hosting things like potlucks, summer gatherings. Obviously, during the pandemic, this has been a little bit more difficult to achieve. But really, that social committee is made up of members of our company across the country. So it allows us to kind of create some community, even where we may not have proximity. And it allows that social committee is able to go out and survey our employees and team members and really kind of solicit their input and what things are important to them. We also feel very much, we try to run what I kind of refer to as a very flat organization. We like to not have a lot of layers, and we like to have a very open door policy where employees feel very comfortable, speaking to their managers and have very open lines of communication. We've always been a very virtual organization. We do have physical office space in Vancouver and Edmonton, but as an organization, we've always embraced being somewhat remote, allowing people to potentially work from home. And it's been one of the things that's been critical as we've scaled our business, being able to have employees and team members in Toronto, in Ottawa, and across the Western provinces. It's not always practical to have physical office space. And so really embracing tools to support that digital communication has been really critical to us. And obviously during this pandemic, the fact that we've been somewhat remote, it made it somewhat a little bit easier for us to kind of accommodate the additional strains that the pandemic put on our ability to need to work remote in order to support our customers. So we've done a number of other things. So we hold quarterly on deck, all hands on deck meetings where every member of the company is invited to really participate in a session and listen to me and my executive team really share how we're doing. What are some of our strategic priorities? What have we accomplished? What do we hope to accomplish in the coming months and coming years? And that really allows people to embrace kind of where the company's going and have a shared vision and a shared mission for where we're going. We have our CSR committee working as well on volunteer campaigns. So typically in the past, every quarter, we would do something like a food bank or participate in a resource store. And we always looked for events that would be consistent across the country. So an employee in Vancouver doing an event at a resource store, and an employee in Ontario and Toronto doing that similar event on a similar day. While they're not together, they can kind of embrace a shared experience. And we've found that volunteerism has really made a big difference to people, and it's given people something to look forward to. And we definitely look forward as the restrictions kind of are lifted, kind of getting back to that routine, being able to do those kinds of events. Another thing that we've done in our communities is worked with co-op internships with the various universities that allow us to bring people into the organization, give them an opportunity to learn about what we do, to get some on-the-job training, and really support that higher education, and also obviously as a way to potentially bring people into the company who excel and become members of our team. So I'm super proud of this. Is not, we've had some kind of independent corroboration that our People First vision is really working. We were recently listed as best workplaces in British Columbia for a professional services organization. We also were certified as a great places to work, and we recently won the Small Business of the Year award in the SME magazine. And so these are kind of independent corroborations. In some cases, these are actually surveys that are being done. A Great Places to Work is a survey of our employees to really rate their overall satisfaction with working at the Answer Company. And we know that happy employees are going to result in happy customers. People are going to want to stay longer. I'm super proud of the fact that we have a number of people at the Answer Company who were members of my team back in the 90s and continue to be members. And typically, the people who have left because they've retired out of the Answer Company as opposed to gone somewhere else to work. And really, we can then see that reflected in our customers being happy because they're working with people that they know and they're familiar with, and they've been able to establish a relationship with over the years. So with the People First, with our people, obviously we've been able to achieve a very high rate of staff retention. For an IT company, we have an industry leading number, and so we know that that's going to be obviously extremely important to the Answer Company, but obviously also very important to our customers, as those customers benefit from those people having intimate knowledge of their systems and how they are using the various applications that they've bought from the Answer Company. And so, we recently set out to really find out how happy our we recently set out to find out how happy our employees really were. And so we undertook that Great Places to Work as a way to really try to measure that, because they do very formal surveys of everybody at the Answer Company. And the results came back and really, like I said, they really reaffirmed that commitment to People First. We got the Great Places to Work award. and it really kind of validated the effort that we've been putting into really wanting to put people first and be that great place to work. You know, we really, one of our core values is collaboration. And, you know, what we see in terms of collaboration is not just collaboration internally with our teams, but collaboration with our clients, collaboration with the vendors, solutions that we sell, the very large ecosystem of products that, and people that we end up getting exposed to. So that collaboration really comes down to looking to opportunity to build relationships with our vendors, with our customers, with our employees. That's really based upon mutual respect and mutual vision of shared success. Now, when we went through that initial exercise of really thinking about what our vision statement was, one of the things that really continued to come to the surface was how much we value our clients and working for the clients. The idea that, you know, we would get a call from a client perhaps, you know, on a weekend. I remember back in the 90s, you know, when I was frontline support, and being able to support those customers and help them through those tasks was obviously a very important part of what we were about. And so really guiding our customers through that becomes an important part of our people first. A large part of our approach to going to market and really earning our clients' business is through what we refer to as a discovery process, where we're really looking at documenting, you know, how are our customers working, what are the systems that they're using, and ultimately when we're talking to people, we're really looking for those opportunities to find gains and benefits for the individuals in those companies so that they can be more effective in what they do and potentially not have to work overtime or not have to work on the weekend, and really focusing on how can we help that person at that client do their job better or get or be more effective, is really kind of part of that people first approach to life. And obviously, because we have offices across Canada, we recently opened up an office in the northwest of USA, Portland actually. You know, the benefits of having that breadth of coverage allows our staff to also then be on site. There again, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're not on site very much these days, but that's going to pass. And as we get back to a normal, being able to go back on site and work hand in hand with our clients and have those face-to-face conversations is really something that we're looking forward to. And we know it's very important to building client relationships and really putting the people at our clients front and center. You know, so while of course we're helping organizations achieve and improve their goals, our purpose statement around propelling companies forward, helping them be better, whether that better is being more competitive or having more sales. We also recognize that there's value in the systems and the work that we do in giving employees time back potentially to do other things, whether that's personal or work. And that really is part of the idea of, you know, focusing on people and people first. At the Answer Company, we're also very focused on our corporate social responsibility, what we internally refer to as our Answering the Call program, because we recognize that putting people first is also a function of putting people in our communities first. So the opportunity to give back and contribute to those communities both helps internally to build culture, but obviously has a knock-on additional effect because we can be doing good in the communities and helping serve a greater audience. So we have 4 core pillars to our Answering the Call. We have direct volunteerism, where the Answer Company will sponsor quarterly events. We also allow our team to have 4 days off a year where they can do their own personal volunteering whatever organizations they're passionate about. And then we also do sponsorship and monetary support. And in certain cases, we are actually donating software and services to not-for-profit organizations to really help them achieve their missions at times where perhaps they don't have the resources to do so. You know, our group volunteering is something that I look forward to getting back to, where we have our quarterly events. And, you know, we've done things like shoreline cleanups. We've done events at Ronald McDonald House, Covenant House Shelters, where we can get together as a group and do something together and be really supporting our community at the same time. As I mentioned, we've got the personal volunteering where people can really do those events that they're passionate about. We have a number of organizations like the Down Syndrome Research Foundation and Connect Autism Network that have been kind of more what I call corporate giving. And these kind of stem from, in part, my personal passion. I have a son with Down syndrome and autism. So we've been heavily involved as receivers of these services over the years. So being able to kind of give back and support those organizations through various support has really been something that I'm extremely proud of. And I know many members of our team have participated in those things and love doing those events as well. And then, as I mentioned, we also at times will donate software and services to not-for-profits. In the last year, we donated $20,000 worth of implementation services to the Child and Area Advocacy Center in Calgary. And so this is a community that really supports children in need. And it gave us an opportunity to do something really powerful in helping them implement a SAGE solution that would help them achieve their mission, have better controls over their financials, and do it in a way that would allow them to be better at, potentially expand their footprint in terms of services. You know, as I mentioned, the DSRF has been an organization that we've been very involved in, something that I'm super proud of. We help them basically take one of their events that they do every year, an event called Up the Down Market. And at the time, it was very paper-based. And we help them move that application into the cloud. And Wayne Leslie, the CEO at DSRF, has shared with me that the events over the last year would have had to have been canceled had it not been for the fact that we had moved their application to the cloud and they could now hold those events virtually. And the impact that being able to hold those events as opposed to canceling it's made a significant impact on their overall budget and allowed them to continue to deliver services to families in need, families with kids with Down syndrome, where they might not have otherwise been able to do that. And we're super proud as an organization of having been able a part of that. You know, we've got a lot of other things that we've done across different cities for answering the call. And I know everybody on the team really, we look forward to getting back to being able to continue to do this.